Well, hello, my friends. It's been a while, and ta-da! This is why. You see this mess? I have such a big mess. I've been doing little projects. Bring it down a little bit. Okay, like made these earrings here. They're just little bitty butterflies, and these are blue and red threads in clear resin. I got to get backs for them, so they're sitting here. This here are all the water slide things that I made to put on things like this here. This here needs to have a hole drilled in it because I accidentally filled the hole with resin when I top coated it. So that's why that's sitting here. This here needs to be restrung. You see, look at that. Yeah. So that's sitting here. This here, it could use a little cleaning, but it also needs to have a longer extender put on it because that's very short. So that's here. This here, I was doing the goes like that actually, keychains, and when I put the eye ring here, you can see it broke it. So now I fixed it with resin. Now I've got to file it down and re-drill the hole. So yeah, so basically what there is I need a lot of fixing stuff, and this is like, has no stretch in it. That's a terrible knot. Those are pretty. I was thinking about maybe taking a few of these out and maybe making a necklace with some and adding a few of these pieces in it. That's why that's sitting here. These here I got out to make a pair of earrings, and since I wasn't sure which ones I wanted to use, I got them all out. And I made the earrings. Now I've got to put those back. So yeah, there's a lot of that going on. These here were out in my craft room, and I'm going, all right, that needs to be in my chain thing. This needs to come in because this channel right here can be, I can put resin in it. I don't know how this got out there, but that stays in here. That's another chain that can go in, because, you know, nobody's going to wear that just like that. I mean, I guess somebody did, but it goes in my chain stuff. This here needs a necklace put on, yeah, like, but that don't go together. So that can't be worn without being put on a necklace thing. This here, you see the gap here? I love this wooden bead stuff. Bead stuff? Such technical terms I'm using. But it needs to be restrung because it's... So I brought that in. What else do I have in here? This just needs to be finished off. I poured the blank, and then I, with magic marker, yeah, with a permanent marker, I drew the little forest scenes with the birds. But now I got to put some top coat resin on it. Also, it needs to be deburred because he's up high. And then I can put a hole in it and use it as a keychain. These I just found sitting there. I don't know anybody will buy them, but hey, I was gonna make earrings out of them. These were just things that I had been playing with, and so those need to be put somewhere until I'm ready to use it. Little extender chain needs to go in with the chains. This here I've been actually painting, I guess, with a marker. So let me show you what I'm doing. I'll show you on this here. You see how This one's kind of silver and that one's kind of coppery because all the silver's been taken off in it. I'm using a chrome marker thing that I got at Walmart. And when I first got this out and was showing you guys, the chrome didn't dry, the paint, and it does now. So, ooh, don't, whew, yeah, came right off because it was still wet. All right, see if I can get this side. I may have to go back over it. I got the one side really well. This side I can't get because I was holding the other side. But see how much better that looks there? Yeah. And anyways, so been doing that. This just needs to be cleaned up. You can see it's got spilled resin and stuff on it. And the way you clean those things up is you just get a piece of tape or some label that you peeled off that peels off real nice. And you just, yeah. So, let me spend a few minutes, oh, there's another one of the bugle beads. Spend a few minutes, clean this up, and then we'll come back and we'll maybe do something, okay? I just want to show you that life as a crafter gets messy. Okay, folks, by the miracle of time, I've cleaned up this whole mess here. I do have some things that I've kept out. I've kept out this here, and I have somewhere pulled a chain for it so we can make a necklace for it. Right there it is. Got it out of my things of chains. I do have to put ends on it. And I kept out my D because I'm going to deburr it. We'll also use sandpaper and clean it up some. And then we'll put a layer on that. So those two projects will be done. The bracelet I'm working on, that's going to take a couple of days because I want to dry in between so I don't mess it up. But now I can work on things here, so I'll be right back. Okay, let's work on the owl first, and this is what he looks like out of his thing. You see he's got some little disky things that are articulated. They move. Okay, this is the chain. This here, I think I got at Walmart, pretty sure. Anyways, we need a lobster clasp. And we also need a nice ring to hook the lobster clasp in. Don't want anything too big, but we don't want anything too small. That right there will work really well. Okay. I'm going to use these here are flat nose pliers. They don't have any, you see this right here? See the little ridges? Can you see the ridges on that? Yeah, that right there can mark your thing where the flat ones won't. So I try to use these more than that. Or if I use this, I try to use that area way down in there where it doesn't have the teeth on it. All right. Oh, I'm also going to have a smaller jump ring too. Just thought of that. Come on, go through there. There, just like that. And line those up, flatten it out. I will have to use these for just a little bit, just so that I can grip it and push against, because we want this to be closed up. All right, now for this one, to put it on here, I'm going to go with a smaller one, like that there. All right, just open it up like that. Grab this here, put it in. Now, I'm pretty sure either end will go, let me just check on this end first, because you do not want to put your necklace all together and then find out you can't feed the chain through. Nope, you can't. Okay, so let's put that on first. You could always open that pinch bail up and put it on, or take the jump ring off the end and put it on. Come on. You silly thing, you. It keeps catching on because I have that jump ring open. Okay, come on. You're through. Come on through. You stinker. All right, I'm going to take the jump ring off. Maybe. All right, there we go. And just thread that through. Pull it. All right. Yeah, you should think these things out before you do it, especially when you're being filmed. But you know what? You get it. I do it real. I do what really, really happens. I've seen people make mistakes on purpose to demonstrate. Nope, mine are not. Mine are not theater. Mine are like, oh, you screwed up, huh? Yep. But that's okay. Oh, check, make sure this works. Okay. It is a lobster clasp. And it works just fine. And that came off. You stinker. All right, let's. And then there's those people who everything they do is perfect. Yeah. You can guarantee that they do more than one shot of it. And they go, oh, that one didn't work, so let's redo that one. All right. You want to make sure. And I'm getting it right in this area here so it doesn't put the teeth in there. And I couldn't do that on the other one because it was just too big. All right. Make sure it's nice and flat there. All right. Well, that necklace is done. Ta-da! All right. I am getting ready for Peaches to Beaches. I am going to do a $2 jewelry sale. So if you wanted the owl, it'd be $2. You want that bracelet over there? $2. You want a pair of earrings that I've made? $2. I have thousands of items and I need to get rid of a bunch of it. And I don't like selling part. All right. But I love this part here. This is the deburring tool. That's my garbage can. As you can see, it's a high quality Cool Whip bowl. Anyways, you just go around it like this here, and don't drop it in the trash. You just go around it like that, and it will just kind of cut that edge off that's sticking up. Just like that there. And right here, just go around it all. Got there. Corners, make sure you get those. Okay, so the deburring, that's how you do that. Now sanding, and you go, why are you doing that? And it's because I don't want to use as much resin as what it would take to dome this with those high edges. I mean, I could have done it. Ta-da! All right. Let's see, oh, it's pretty level. Okay, so I'm going to take this now and hold it over here and just pound it. Get the sawdust off, or it's not actually sawdust, it's resin dust. And yes, it does get on here, and I don't like that. But some tape, you just use some packing tape, like this here. I'll just show you. Cut a piece off, and you just go like this here. And miracles of miracles, it picks it all up, especially off of the silicone mat. That's one reason, well, that and my table has got so many stains on it. I'm like, although I'm looking at this silicone mat and it's got quite a few stains on it too. And you can see the mica powders here. It could be on the other side. Let's flip this over and see. Don't know. Still don't know. I don't know if that's... It's got a few of things you can pick up with it. Anyways, let me come back here. Let me get ready for the next step and I'll be back. I think we're ready. All right, let me just put a nice layer of this on here. We don't want so much that it's going to run over the edge, but we do want enough to dome it. And we can always put more than one layer on. All right, then we take our little handy dandy toothpick, or you can use a stylus or a paintbrush. I've been using paintbrushes doing this stuff for, oh, I would say 6-7 months now, and I've only ruined one paintbrush. So if you're careful and you clean it up afterwards. Ooh, there's sirens out there. Wonder what that's about. Anyways, let me get the lighter. Okay, by miracle of stop motion. All right, got rid of those bubbles. There's some air bubbles right there. Okay. As you can see, it's all back to the way it was. You can't see any of the where it got not shiny, dull from the sanding. So let me put that under the light, and that's going to cure for 5 minutes. I'll probably cure it for longer than that. Okay, so we got the owl done. We got that part of the what's that thing called? A key ring done. What else we got here? I came across these here. All right. This here, somebody had taken and just glued in something paper here, and then you take the glass cabochon and you put over top of it like that there. I've got several of these. They're nice. This one, the rest of them, the other ones don't have the paper in the back. I got to figure out what I want to do with those. I think what I will do is I'll put a layer of white resin, just so that whatever I put on top will pop. And I might make some water slide and put it on top of that, and either dome it with resin or put the glass cabochon back on. I'm not doing that today, but I wanted to show you what I had come across while I was cleaning my shed, because like I said, I'm cleaning it up to get ready for the Peaches to Beaches, which is the largest yard sale in Georgia. I don't know how many places actually have those, but yeah. Oh, I gotta do some sanding on this one, so let me go ahead while I got the sandpaper. What did I do with the sandpaper? Okay. Oh, it's right there. I'm like, well, I know it was right here. Anyways, going to be doing that, and in fact, my husband is outside, out in his shed, making a frame, and it's going to have hooks on it so that I can hang the keychains and some necklaces on. So I'll have to take a video and show you guys what it looks like, what my jewelry sale thing looks like once it's all set up. Okay. That's almost flat there. Oh, my shell right there got a little bit screwed. I can see the shell things there. All right, let's flatten the top of it. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and again pound that off into the, see where the shell was? Yeah, put that in the thing there. All right, let's throw that in there. Ooh, you're not gonna lay flat, are you? I think I will take paper towel, just kind of crumple it up a little bit so that we can kind of figure out how to lay this flat by, well, that's much more flatter. Yeah, it's flatter. Much more flatter. Wow. It's that good Harrisville education there, sticking through. Actually, I went to a really good school. Had a great education. 33 years of living in the South has not benefited my vocabulary. Unless you think y'all and I don't fixin'. I'm sorry. It was one of the hardest things for me to get used to when we came to the South, is how people were fixing to do things. There's and the pronunciation of some words. Yeah. All right. Ooh, what's that? That looks like it's got thread. All right. All right, let's put that one under. Move that D right next to there. Put them both under there. Okay, that's good. Now, do I want to do this one? All I'm going to do is I'm going to run some colored resin. I don't know what color I want to do. I'm really drawn to that cobalt blue because it looks really pretty. Mica powders, mix it up, put some on. What you do is you paint it on, make sure you don't get the side here, and cure it. So, do I want to do that tonight? I don't know. I think I need to work on like getting rid of this here. Best way to get rid of this here is just to you know what? Do you think it needs little things in between them? I don't know. What I could do, no I can't. All right, we're just gonna restring this. And somebody knotted them to keep them from running away in between each one. I don't care if they move around a little bit. It's annoying, these knots. All right. Now I was thinking I could maybe take a couple of these out and make earrings, and then just put something else in between these, but I wouldn't have, it wouldn't be the right number. So I could do like two there, and I don't know. I think I'm just gonna put them back together. All right. I got this at the Dollar Tree yesterday. Do not know how good it is. Where's the little opening thingy? There it is. We'll find out how good these strings are. What color do you think I should use? The gray? That's black. That's gray. All right. Let's go. Oops, this one right here. And take a good amount off, and because I think I'm going to do a double. That's pretty stretchy. Do it around twice. And since, you know, it was $1.25 for all of this, I think I can afford to do it that way. All right. And they did keep the hearts all in the same direction. Usually when I put hearts together like this, I'll put them like that there. But I am going to stay true to what they did. The manufacturer. The manufacturer. We're just going to keep going down through. Come on, go down. My craft sheds. It looks like a mess, but I don't think it's as messy as what I think it is. It's kind of like this table. I think it's just going to take a little bit, and I'll be able to put it all back together and vacuum, and then I got to go over to my son's and borrow his tables again. Okay, there we go. And now let's just go back down through again. He's got five or four. He's got 5 tables. And then I will bring this table out too. We set up in the garage. My poor little car has to sit outside. Oh, come on. Why don't you want to go down that hole? There you go. But it won't kill my car to be out in the weather. So, anyways, it's the 13th and 14th of March. So I got a little bit, let me put that. It's getting fuzzy and making it hard to go through those. I got a little bit of time, but it's not enough time where I can just sit around and do nothing and kind of wait for stuff to happen. So I'm trying to get some of these projects done. Also, I have to clean off my earring racks in the bedroom. My husband made those for me too. They will hold, I want to say like 250 to 300 pairs of earrings. But when you're displaying them for sale, you want to spread them out, so it won't hold that many. I would say I probably put 40 or 50 pair on it, on the 2 combined, and then just reload, because the mind it's an amazing thing. You know, it actually gets so it can't see them. There's so much to see that your brain just goes, I can't see it. I'm sorry. I'm done. And you're going, what? I had that experience when we went to the Ark, which is a fantastic place to go, tourist place. There was so much to see. And by the time we got to the 3rd floor, my brain literally, I couldn't read this one plaque. I was really interested in what it said, but I tried reading it like 3 times. I'm good. My brain's just not accepting any more information. So, yeah, don't hurry through that. That was a cool experience. And yes, I would recommend you go. Okay, how's that? Oh, much better. Much, much better. Okay. So, let me knot. Alright, the first knot is just this regular single knot. The next one you go round and round, and do it at least 3 times. I learned how to do this knot fishing, because the first time your fishing lure goes flying when you cast, you're going, "Rrr." Why are you tightening up on that? That should not tighten up. You shouldn't loosen up either. Okay, we're going to do another knot for you. You know why? Because I can. I guess because it's stretchy and it's got a cloth around it, that it slides a bit. Oh, that's not sliding. All right, that's a nice strong nut now. Okay, let's clip like that there. I don't think I can pull that inside that next bead, unfortunately, but that's a nice little girl's bracelet, child's bracelet, so that's cute. All right, so that one's done. What am I putting the done stuff? Do I have a done stuff pile? I should. Oh, there's the owl. We'll put it with the owl. Okay, I'm gonna throw those away. I am not keeping stretchy cord. I'm gonna throw this away. Not keeping that. Yeah, I do throw things away, Kathy. My sister, I think she thinks I save everything to reuse, and I reuse things that people probably think I'm crazy for. But, oh, I'm sorry, I whacked you. All right. Okay, I pulled these out because we're making key rings. I pulled my wooden block out and my Dremel out because I need to drill a hole in this here and some of the other things where I got the resin messed up with it. And I need to also do this one here. Okay, so, well, with these two, I need to have these things. These are an I-ring screw, and I need 2 of those. And they're very small, but you can break them because that's what happened to that one. But they're fixable. Okay, well, let me set my Dremel up and we will take care of that. Okay, these here are chucks, and since I need to do a little tiny drill bit, I need to make sure that I have the littlest one here. This one looks very little, but this is actually too small for that one. But I will need this when I do the other part, so yeah. And to do that, you just kind of put it in like that there. Push that button so you can tighten it down like that. We're going to plug this in and we will get on. Okay, again, by the miracle of time lapse, actually pause. Okay, now I'm going to turn my Dremel on. I'm going to put my finger on the side of it here. Oh, you're not going to be able to see that. Okay. All right. Drilled the hole. Normally I'd put a little bit of resin in there, but I think I'm going to use E6000 this time, so I will be right back. E6000 works great for jewelry. Let me move that over the side. Oh, I just made a mess over there. Okay, the cord hit something, and hold that up like that. Squeeze this up a little bit, right there. A little bit there. Put the cap back on. Cap on, cap on, cap on. It's really important that you keep your caps on stuff. And just screw that in. And the reason I'm using the E6000 is I don't know whether or not that went into the other hole and whether or not I got the other hole fully taken care of with the stuff. Anyways, next I just need a little bit of chain and I can put those two together. La-da! Okay, let's do the D. Let's do the D. Okay. Now on this one, I know that hole is really small. Okay, let me again use a little bit of E6000 Just a little bit, don't need much. Just enough on the threads. Okay. And, whew, didn't realize this had that much of a smell. Doesn't want to go down in much more. Okay, I don't want to break it. That's what I happened to that one over there. I forced it, but that's in pretty good. It ain't going nowhere. All right, now we need to take this chuck out. There, unscrew it. Get rid of the thing, get rid of that one. Put this one in, and I need a larger drill bit. Let's put the baby one back in. I got these at Ace Hardware. They were put a bunch of them on clearance, and so I bought every one of the little tiny ones that they had because they break, especially if my husband's using them. Okay, all right, let me put that back. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to whack you. Okay. Now, the ones that need to be, those are fine. Where are the ones that need to be drilled? All right, that one needs to be drilled. It's still got a little bit of a hole, but the back side is filled in. So let's, well, I think the front side may be too. I think it was just an optical illusion. All right, do not breathe in this dust. Yeah, it's not good for you. Okay, so that one's ready to be put together. I think all these over here are ready to be put together. That one's good. That one's good. All right, so I guess that was the only one that needed drilling. Huh. Okay. Any of these need drilling? Don't appear to. So I'm going to put the drill away, which means I'll probably mess up and need to pull it back out because that's just the way things are. All right, when I put my drill away, I do not leave my drill bit in it. I can leave the chuck on. That's not a problem. But the drill bit, you definitely don't want that broken. Okay. Always use a wooden block when you're drilling, unless you're somewhere where you don't mind drilling holes in. And I don't want this table full of holes. So. Okay, I pulled out this chain right here. You can see it's got a little bit of wear on it, so it's not like fine jewelry, but it will be fine for keychains. And I think you only need maybe 3 links. Maybe 4. Let's go ahead and go with 4 and use one of the links to actually put it on the thing here. Let's open that there. Take this, slide that down in. Come on. Go on in. There we go. Close this back up. Now you want to make sure it's closed tight. Wiggle back and forth. You don't go like that. You go like that when you do a jump ring, but you wiggle it back and forth while pushing it into each other like this here. You're pushing this way and pushing that way and wiggling it back and forth until you get it set just right, and they'll go back together better. Oh, look at that. I have 5 links. Well, I guess I'll do 5 links. Huh. Okay, now I don't think this will go into here really well, but I can get a larger jump ring. Just get some, oh, look at that. I had one of those in there. I could have just used that, except I needed to. I had to go out in the shed to find one. Okay, let's go into there. And then you just hook your thing onto it here. Okay. And these are some that I did using that water slide stickers things. I printed it on my computer. I bought my husband bought the water slide paper for me, transfers, whatever, and you just print it onto using your computer. And this is just the regular inkjet printers, not the laser. Then I cut it out, put it in water, put it on the resin blank that I had, and put another coat of resin on top of it, sealed it in. That's the Chosen symbol over there. I don't know if you guys have watched the Chosen series. It's awesome. Okay, I've got several of these to do. Let's see, I got that, and this, and I got to do these here. So I'm going to need more chain than that, I think, because as you can see, I've got quite a few of these things here. Now, actually, this was a pair of earrings. I don't know what I did with the other half of it. Here's another one. So, all right. So, one down. Throw that in my thing. And one of the things my husband's making me is a frame so that I can display these. Because before, all I had of some just laying on the table, and I think I sold one. This way I've got, that's going to open a lot more than that. People can see them all. And I'll have a lot more of these. I didn't have very many. Well, I had, you know, the full alphabet. Here we go. You know what? I'm just going to go here with this one. Just like that right there. Just wiggle, wiggle back and forth. And it's lined up good. Ta-da. This one. Oh, let me show you a real cool trick on this. Okay, I worked at a service station, and one thing we had to deal with was with key rings when we put people's keys on a tag. And so I started using this, and I called this the little jaws of life, because you just go right in between like that there. Then you can slip your key or your keychain or whatever, and ta-da! All right, so I'm going to finish the rest of these. Thanks for stopping by. I don't know that I would have gotten so much done if I didn't have you guys here to talk to and kind of encourage me by, yeah, by just being there. So thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time. This is Bethany with New Life Jewelry Creations. Hit the like button and come back and see me. Bye.